The sun is back in the sky.
The eclipse is over. Or it never existed in the first place. History here has changed.
If the paradox didn't happen, then maybe Hope never had any reason to come here.
There's still the Oracle Drive. Maybe that would have been enough of a draw for it. Only one way to find out.
Welcome home.
How did you...
Yule. Did you come through the gate too?
The one you met was a different Yule. A Yule from the future.
What?
So, you don't know me either.
I know about you. I've been watching you both.
You can see the future, can't you?
I can trace the timeline. I see the future and lead others along the correct path. I came here to confirm something I already know. You and I are the same.
What do you mean?
You, too, can show others the way.
Wait. I don't get it. How are we the same?
It looks like Yule lives in this time too.
Noel, are you okay?
Yeah, it was just so unexpected. Threw me for a loop.
She talked about tracing the timeline. Could she be the Cirrus from ancient Padra?
Padra collapsed centuries ago. She can't be the same person.
Then maybe a distant descendant? But we were always told that no one lived down here on Grand Pulse.
Well, you and your friends survived all right, didn't you? By helping each other out?
We journeyed through time, solved the paradox, and met two girls who looked exactly the same. And now, at last, we found our way back to Hope's Oracle Drive. He'll be waiting for us. Or perhaps he won't. Maybe after all this time, Hope has forgotten us. In a world where the paradox was solved, the eclipse never darkened the sky in the first place. No one remembered that Noel and I had been here. But, even so, Hope was there, waiting for us. Of course, his memories had changed. We had our 10-year reunion all over again, as if our last meeting had never happened. When we explained his memories had changed because the paradox had been dissolved, Hope believed us without question. And then...
I have something I want to show you.
It is lightning!
This is a recording of the future. We're unable to identify the location or circumstances. There is one thing we're sure about, however. And remember, we don't know what era this is. Lightning is alive in that place. In my memory, Lightning disappeared after the battle with Orphan. But she's living somewhere in the future.
So it's not just a dream, is it?
She's out there.
Then I'm going to find her. Koopa Koopa?
And you will find her, Sarah. After all, you traveled through time and found me. Many years of research have finally borne fruit. It all began with the Oracle Drive. We excavated it from ruins many centuries old. Yet it recorded an image of Cocoon, supported on a pillar of crystal. It was an impossibility, an enigma. Impossible, but a reality nonetheless. This is when I learned what I must do. If it was possible to journey through time and look into the future, then it must also be possible to travel backwards and change the past.
Right.
I wanted to change history, make things better, not just bring Lightning back, but Vanille and Fang. and my mother.
So that's what your research was about.
Chasing the impossible, you might say. But you've made me realize something. It's clear to me now we are not the only ones who are intervening in history.
Oh?
The past has already been changed. Sarah, you are the only one who remembers a time when lightning survived the fall of Cocoon.
Yeah.
Director!
Caius.
What happened? Did the prophecy get rewritten?
Not necessarily rewritten. It could be the original prophecy restored as it once was. Perhaps a continuation of the first recording.
If this is showing us the future, then someday Cocoon will fall. Noel, you told me in your time Cocoon didn't exist like it does now.
Yeah. It came to ground long before I was born. After it happened, the whole world just fell apart pretty much.
But who made it fall? Could it have been Caius?
No. He couldn't do that.
When is Cocoon supposed to fall? How many years? Is it soon?
No. Not for a couple of centuries.
Oh, that's a long time from now. I mean, none of us will even be alive to see it.
But others will. Cocoon will fall into Grand Pulse. Imagine the catastrophe. Think how many lives will be destroyed.
Right. That's the future I lived in.
It doesn't have to happen. No, we can change the future. We can stop Cocoon from falling and make your world a better place.
Yeah, but how? You think you can go to the time when it falls and hold it up yourselves? Do you even have a gate to take you there?
Well,
It might not be necessary to travel to the specific time and place.
How so?
The future depends on what we do now, right? Yes, there is a chance Cocoon will fall, but we can start working now to prevent it from happening.
Right.
But what if you can't hope?
We can at least work to mitigate the damage. If we begin our research now, we have time. Then, should Cocoon indeed fall, we can help protect the planet and save the victims.
Okay, let's do it. We could try to solve things at the other end, in the future. While you start preparing in the here and now.
Yes, let's change the future.
If you change the future...
If you change the future, you change the past.
Sarah?
It's nothing. Hope, thank you for the help.
Time will separate us, but we'll share a common goal.
Hope dreamed of changing the past. The weight of history drove him forward. But now, he's turning to face the future. A future even more frightening than the past. Sarah, do you believe too? Do you believe in your own past?
Lightning was fighting in Valhalla. That's where I met her. And that's when she told me to come and find Sarah.
I see. Valhalla, otherwise known as the Unseen World.
I think Lightning wants us to fix the timeline. Put it back how it was. Maybe that's why she gave me the power to travel through time and control monsters.
She was unable to do anything on her own, so she turned to the one person she trusted more than anyone. Yes, it is possible, although the idea raises even more questions.
One thing I've been wondering. How do we know the gates actually go to the future? Maybe they're portals to other worlds, different to our own.
Yeah. Maybe we just moved between two parallel worlds. One that had an eclipse, and one that didn't.
Namely, in another world, a different Alyssa and I are still experiencing that eclipse. And if such is the case, the gates cannot be used to travel to our own future. No. The people of Padra believed that there was only one true history. They taught, that the goddess could grant life to a limited number of people. If true, this precludes the possibility of countless alternate worlds, populated by infinite numbers of people.
So there's no other world but this one, and only one real history, right?
Yes, I believe so. The gates are portals to the future. Noel came from our future, not another world.
It seems unbelievable the crystal pillar could become so fragile.
It was weakened, little by little, over many centuries. The war was simply the straw that broke Cocoon's back. But what does Caius want?
No. You know, I started this journey hoping to find my sister. But now, I want more. I want to save the future.
So do I, Sarah. So do I. Time to travel again.
Kupo! Find the gate and the key, Kupo!
Noel, we can change the future, can't we?
We can, and we will. Then we can go back to homes that we've made safe.
Lightning. Thanks to Hope, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. He told us that if we solve the paradox, we can save the future. Meanwhile, in his own way, and in his own time, Hope is working toward the same goal. Together, we can keep Cocoon safe. And if we do, then I know I'll be able to bring you home. I believe this with all my heart.
How many times must I see this?
Is this where I think it is?
What? You mean Valhalla?
Could lightning be here?
No. Something's different.
Kupo!
This isn't Valhalla. It looks like it, sure, but it's not the same.
Kupo? This is the rift between gate and gate. It's the void beyond, Kupo!
So, are you saying we're lost?
Kupo!
Right.
Kupo!
I need a break.
Koa!
Finding my sister isn't gonna be easy.
Kupo!
We had a legend back home about a goddess.
Huh?
We hunters passed the story down from father to son. It gave us strength when times were tough.
What was it?
Never give up, for the goddess Etro watches always and helps those who help themselves.
It's not much of a legend, really, is it? It sounds more like common sense to me.
Yeah. But when the going gets rough, you don't need anything complicated. Just a reminder to stick things out. Let's just keep telling ourselves that every time we go through a gate, we're getting closer to lightning. Sound good?
Kupo!
Sounds good.
Two entities from different times cannot coexist. If this were to occur, history would be infused with contradictions. This would lead to a distortion causing the entire world to collapse. The subjects require further analysis. Hypothesis. Their existence has initiated a distortion in history, and the entities are a living paradox.
I'm not very good with all this fancy machinery. What's going on here exactly?
The system that controls this facility has been hacked by someone from the outside. Wherever they are, they're trying to use the network in an attempt to override the system somehow.
So basically, some bad guy snuck in and took over the tower? Well, there's an easy solution for that. We just need to find him and solve this whole problem. Case closed.
The security system's been hacked too, so the security bots are just pieces of metal. And I don't think the person behind this is actually physically here. It seems like the culprit isn't even in this time at all. They're accessing the system from somewhere in the future.
Lucky for us, we have the means to get there. Let's give them a piece of our minds. Come on. And our work here is done. No more intrusions from the future, right?
Looks like we're safe. The network's back up and running.
We never got to find out who was behind this whole thing, did we?
Yeah, I don't know who it could be. Who would go through all the trouble to take control of a tower from the future without a demand of some sort?
It really makes you wonder what they were after, huh?
Analysis complete. Due to actions taken by the subjects, a possible future has been deleted from the timeline. The subjects pose a serious threat. For the security of future operations, precautionary countermeasures are being initiated. Subjects will be eliminated.
Each reunion is a twist of the knife. The joy is ephemeral. It leaves fear in its wake. A fear that all too soon the time will come when you must bid farewell again. Yet you cannot help but long for the next encounter. Humanity's great frailty. We prefer past happiness to future uncertainty.
So this is what the end of the world looks like.
Are they going to destroy the planet?
I don't know. But if the world does end here, my future should never have happened. Which means there must be a way to stop them. Sarah, what is it? What's wrong?
The daughters of the sundered cocoon are sacrificed to beasts that warp time itself.
Sarah,
The pillar crumbles to ash and sand and down to earth. The cocoon does fall.
what? What? Sarah. Sarah! Sarah! Wait! Sarah! What's wrong? What did she see? Sarah!
Snow, is that really you? I can't believe it.
Sarah? Am I dreaming again? Dream or not, we gotta get out of here.
Thanks, Noel.
I'll give you a hand. No, I'll hold it off. You get out of here.
Hey, you kidding? Is Sarah watching? I don't think so.
Fine, we'll do it together. Get close, I'll cover you. Don't be a fool. Trust me. Bad, huh? This jelly bean's ticking me off. Come on, all together. Now! With you. Yeah, do it! See if you like this! Sarah! Shoot!
Got it! Hit it!
Yeah!
Just won't stay dead.
Let's go!
Yeah, hit it hard while it's down and
No, I mean we get out of here! Look, that way!
Come on, Snow! Let's go!
Hey, Sarah!
Listen, hotheads who can't back down don't last long on this planet.
Maybe. But sometimes you gotta make a stand.
You're not listening to me. Humans aren't strong. They die easy.
Well, some of us are tougher than others. Anyway, thanks for the help. You got a name?
Kupo.
This is Noel. And this is Snow. We're getting married.
It's on hold for now.
You know, somehow I didn't expect you to be such a hothead. All I hear is what a great guy Snow is. And look where you are, all the way in the future.
I'm sorry, who's the hothead? What were you thinking bringing Sarah out here?
Listen, Snow. Guess what, Lightning? I found Snow again. He hasn't changed a bit. Still as reckless as ever, still doing his own thing. To think I spent all that time worrying about him. Stupid me. Guess I'll never learn. And that's how we got here.
Kupo.
Now it's your turn. Why did you up and leave Sarah? What are you doing fighting here in the future?
You really want to know?
I asked, didn't I?
Lightning appeared in my dreams too. Can you believe it?
You saw lightning?
She told me I had to protect Cocoon, so I started jumping through time, checking things out. I learned that the giant jelly bean back there knocks Cocoon down.
Do you mean the Flan we just fought?
Uh-huh.
According to the stories I heard back in my own time, Cocoon was brought down by war.
Well, there's more than just one cause. Did you see what it was doing, that Flan? It's melting the crystal of the pillar, bit by bit.
But Vanille and Fang, they're inside it.
Yeah, so Cocoon starts to get unstable, people feel the tremors and begin to panic. Next thing you know, everyone's fighting each other.
It's consistent with what I know, sort of.
I can't believe lightning appeared in your dreams as well. She told you to protect Cocoon's pillar, so she must want you to save Vanille and Fang.
Like I said, sometimes you gotta make a stand. I don't have a choice. My mission is to stop that thing for good.
In any case, with Snow on our team, we can do anything, right? I bet we can even beat that giant Flan.
Hey, Sarah. You're coming around to my way of thinking. Let's do it. Let's turn back and finish that jelly bean off once and for all.
Okay.
No. Have you forgotten already? We ran because it was too strong. None of this makes sense. There are thousands of Flan appearing out of nowhere, and they're fusing and creating a beast that shouldn't exist.
Could it be a paradox?
Kupo.
If it is, we'll need to do some traveling to fix it.
Which means you've got to find an artifact first.
Lightning, did you meet Snow in his dreams? Is there a reason why you can only talk to us when we sleep? Snow hasn't changed one bit, even though it's been years since I last saw him. He's still as hot-headed as the day we said goodbye. It makes me so mad. But it's a relief, too. I've been caught up in the fate of the world for so long. It feels good to worry about the simple stuff. Being with Snow helped me forget about what the future might hold. There are so many little Flan. Where are they all going to?
We follow him straight to the artifact. Well, maybe.
It could happen. They may be drawn by the space-time disturbance. Let's find out. This is Xiii-2.
I've seen crystals like this before. Right, Sarah? You remember, don't you?
I remember I cried a crystal tear.
Sarah, you know what it's like, don't you? Being turned into crystal.
Yes, I know. It was the loneliest, scariest moment of my life.
Sarah,
It's all right. You know, I think I dreamed the whole time. But they were good dreams. Dreams about turning back to normal. Being with my friends again.
Kupo?
I hope that's true. I hope Fang and Vanille are dreaming right now. I hope they're happy in there.
Fang and Vanille, they were friends of yours? And now they're sleeping inside that crystal pillar?
Yeah. They've turned to crystal.
Thank you, Mog.
He's
Kupo?
a weird little critter. Looks like he stepped right out of Nautilus. Isn't it, fella?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's like a theme park mascot.
What's a theme park?
Well, it's a place where people go to just go on rides and have fun.
Kupo?
I guess you only have them when times are peaceful and prosperous, not like where you're from.
Hey, where do you come from, anyway?
A place that doesn't have much in the way of fun or civilization. That's where I'm from.
Kind of reminds me of Vanille and Fang.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, he's a lot like him.
Really? How so?
They were born on Grand Pulse, just like you. Back then, on Cocoon, that was really unusual.
We have things in common.
Well, I'll make sure to introduce him to you. One of these days.
We have to do this. We can't afford to fail. If we don't find a way to defeat that Flan...
Hey, don't get too wound up now. People start to make mistakes when they stress out too much. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Kupo?
Okay, let's do this.
If you want to try, be my guest.
What do you mean?
For every road, there's a different gate. If you try to use a gate that's meant for someone else, well... See?
Kupo?
Does this mean Snow can't come with us?
Yep, he stays.
Guess I drew the short straw.
And don't you do anything foolish behind our backs, like trying to take on giant Flans single-handed.
Yeah, you behave yourself or else. You got it? I'm serious, Snow.
I'll be good.
Kupo?
And back to business.